Welcome back, team. Now, I promise you there are riding videos coming. We're just breaching into winter here, and although we ride all year round, it's just a little bit fucking colder. I just want to clear up a few things first. And first I want to say thank you to the first 500 odd subscribers that have subscribed to the channel already. This started over lockdown. It wasn't anything that was ever going to be, I guess, what it is now. It was done out of boredom, but hey, appreciate the love. I'm going to continue talking shit about my bike, the shit I know about my bike, and hopefully it can help you guys in some way. So first off, thank you to Hammer Down Bars for the cool merch. They've sent me a t-shirt, and they are the producers of these 16 by 2 inch Hammer Down T-bars. Unfortunately only available in New Zealand at the moment. But you can follow them on the Instagram page and set up all the, or see the bikes that they've set up with all the bars on it. I think it's at Hammer Down Bars. You'll find them. Secondly, thanks to Greg over at Riding Humboldt County over in America there for sending in a t-shirt and a patch. So a cool little one from his local Harley Davidson store, so I appreciate that. Eureka, California, so it's pretty cool. Thanks for the merch, very cool. And also to the boys, local boys around here, they have a clothing label and whatnot called Outrun Death. And the Outrun Death clothing label, they have t-shirts like Lane Splitters, which is pretty cool. So thanks to the boys at Outrun Death for the continued support. Very nice. And now let's get down to business. So what I want to talk about, as I said in my last video, is I want to talk about the lean angle of this bike because it's changed. And it's changed because, and you'll see that on the last video I mentioned about how I'm sort of still scraping here and here when I'm riding on the peaks. And a portion of that will be due to the fact that it's got forward controls and it's not mid-mount. But the other portion is that the fact that we ride reasonably aggressive over here, so we like to lean the bikes over. To get an extra inch lean angle, what we've done is we've actually jacked up the front. So these fork tubes taper between here and here. And we found a guy over there in the States who has made these little plastic 3D printed shims that sit in here and take up the slack between the two different sides on the fork tube there, allowing us to actually raise the bike up or lowering the fork tube down. These sit generally about an inch lower than what they're sitting now. So by lifting that up, we've increased the rake on the front to get a little bit more lean angle out of the bike. What it's also done, which I didn't count for before we done it, was the fact that now, sitting on the bike comfortable, when this was a little bit inch lower, it's changed the height of the handlebars. So instead of these being 16 inch now, they're probably more around the 15 inch, 15 and a half inch by the time we get up to where the bars are. Maybe something to think about if you're going to jack your bike up, is to whether or not you're comfortable with the bars being a little bit lower, a little bit higher, or having them custom made to suit the fact that you're going to alter the front of the bike. Do I recommend lifting the front of the lowrider S? Hell yes. But it took me about 100 kilometers of riding before I realized, well, before I got used to the bike, sorry, it did change. It felt a little bit lighter in the front. It felt, this is more raised. It just felt different, especially with two up. If I've got a beautiful wife on board, it's a little bit lighter in the front. So about 100 kilometers of riding, soon dialed it in, put it out on the track for a bit of fun, smoked my pegs, my boots, my tyres and everything else. However, after that period of time, it was basically ready to rock and roll. I can go out now and do the same as what I was doing when I felt this was a little more planted, when it was a little bit lower in the stems there. But it was just kind of like mind games really, because once you're used to it, it becomes natural and normal like it was before. I don't have the guy who does the shims yet. I'll try and get hold of their contact and put the details in the description at the bottom of it. As far as having the bike jacked up at the front, I recommend it. It was awesome. It's very good. Getting that little bit more lean into the corners, allowing you to take a 45k corner at 50 or 55. You know, to be honest, you're still going to do reasonably the same sort of speed. It's just going to feel a whole lot nicer. So, thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel. The next videos are us on the road.